Today's lecture is on particle diagrams, and particle diagrams are really just circles to represent some situation. We're going to have particle diagrams affected by gravity. So a solid will rest on the bottom. A liquid will also rest on the bottom, but remember, a liquid has no definite shape. So we try and draw them so that they touch each other, but they're not in a regular pattern like a solid. A gas will spread out and fill a container, even if it's lighter than air. For an element, which can be monatomic, one atom, we can draw it like this. If it is diatomic, 2 atoms per molecule, so we can draw it like this, and they might be colored in, shaded in, they might not. We can even have a triatomic element. So there are 3 atoms. And they may or may not be colored in. We can have compounds. A compound has to have a different colored circle. Compounds can be diatomic, except it means 2 different elements. So one of them would be colored in or shaded in. A compound can be triatomic. Usually the one in the center would be the different color. We have to be able to recognize a mixture of elements. So these can be diatomic or singles. They can be colored or not colored. But you have to recognize a picture of a particle diagram that in this case is a mixture of elements, one diatomic and one not. Or it could be a mixture of monatomic or it can be a mixture of diatomics. We can have a mixture of compounds So here are two different compounds. Since they're existing in the same container, they are a mixture. Doesn't matter which side they color in. And finally, we can have a mixture of compounds and elements. So here is a compound. Here is a diatomic element. Compound, diatomic element. Or we can have monatomic elements and some kind of compound. So there's lots of ways that the Regents can ask you questions. So that takes care of just the kind of possibilities. Now what we're going to do is just a bunch of problems to see if we can put this all together. Number 1. Which represents a gas in a closed container? So 3 possibilities: A, B, or C. You can always pause if you want to think about it before you answer it, but the correct choice should be C. Number 2, which particle diagram represents one compound only? A, B, or C. And the correct answer should be B. 3, which container is a mixture of diatomic molecules So here's A, here's B, and here's C. And the correct answer, mixture, we have to have 2 different. A is a mixture of 2 different diatomic molecules. Number 4, if X equals this and Y equals this, which one shows a compound of X, Y? Here's A. Here's B. And here is C. Remember, pause if you want to. A compound has to be two different elements chemically combined, so it is choice B. 5. And this will be our last one. Which cannot be broken down chemically. A, B, or C. So you cannot break an element down, so it would be choice A. So I have 4 or 5 more of these, but we're going to do these in class. That's it for today. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow in class. Bye.